Can I get somebody's attention? Attention, attention. Is there anybody out there? No one's out there. I need attention now. Anyways, unmixed up. I'll come back to you and just start off this video in a simple explanation that in 4 years of time days, there's 365, 366. The 366 equals 122 times, 121.15 equals to, excuse me. Trying to explain that in there's 21 days in 4 years, and that's 5.25. That's what the Mayan count is. 5.25, 25, 625. 125, 5 by 5 by 5 is 125 plus 4. 1 is the value of 4. That's 1 over here. You know why? Because look what happens to 5. This one in the middle. Okay, you see this dot in the center? When you have that dot in the center, you have 3, 5, because it takes 3 corners. And when you have, 3 in a line, and the one in the center is the one that goes down for both. The energy goes through both. It's shared, but it's shared only over here because this is your row. You come and you meet at the lower level. So 3 equals 5. 3 by V equals 15. 5, 5, 5 equals the letter O. 2 letters. 3 and 5 equals H, 8. And the 8th letter, okay, in the piano is H, and it is the A that begins again. 135 says sun. V equals 5 Roman numerals, 22nd in the alphabet. 22nd is the 4, is the 0. 22nd letter is 2 and 2 is 4, because it's the outside of the V. It's not playing from the center of it, because when you have one, you have another. Otherwise, it's at the edge. This one is 1, 5, and 9 in a row. Call this one 9. This one is 3 and 2. 1, 2, 3 on this angle. And then 2, where you see nothing. Blank here and blank here. Or you would take that together and show you that that would be the 5. But in the 5, the way we're going to count this, we're going to count this one as 9. How do we count it as 9? 3 and 2 is the second level of A. Here's A. But when A goes between B, it becomes a second level. Already we jump up to 8. We have no choice but to go to 9. This one is 1 and 4. 4 corners to 1 in the center. This is 3 to make 3. 3 levels for V5. This one, so now I'm going to show you 5 and 1. The I creates the 9, and the V creates the 5, equaling to 14, equals to the N letter. From here to here, all the way down, and to here. There's no corner, it is the helper. See, they're not here, so you put a pillar here and a pillar here. So you take the N letter and you build it up to here, down to here, and up to here, or the Z. Becomes 14. 14 automatically is the other way, because once you get to the middle, you must turn the other way, the way we built. Anyways, when you go to the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd, okay, 1, it says Jehovah. Why does it say Jehovah? Because A doesn't play until C. C, okay, plus the next 7, okay, C plus the next 7 equals to B, C, D. This one is automatically 10. It doesn't play till C. And then to play again, you have to have 7 times more. 7 and 3 equals 10. It says Jehovah on it. It is 2, 4, 6, and 8. What does it mean? It means the A is 2. The H is 4. The O is 6. And the V is 8. Why? Because A does not play. It's H, the first sound, because A can't be there. A just shows you I am the middle of B making C. It only starts over here. So we have 3 over here. So the first one actually counts 4, 6, and 8, because 1 and 2 is inside of 3. The first A does not count. This one is silent in French, and it says above all. Combien tu vaux? 2, 4, 6, and 8. Ace, why is it 2, 4, 6, and 8? Because inside the 3, okay, inside the 3 is an ace. Take away that ace, it becomes 2. 3 becomes 2. 5 becomes 4. 7 becomes 6. And 9 becomes 8. In the 7th card, you are playing with the gateway and the moon inside of 5 and 5. 7 is in between, remember? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. When you play pool, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 is the black ball, the one that's between everything. So now I have to understand the 3rd letter, the 5th letter, the 7th letter, and the 9th letter. 3, 5, 7, and 9. 3, 5, 7, and 9. 1 and 2 equals 3. So 1 and 2 is inside 3, so it's A, B, C. So all what we're looking at is 5, 7, and 9. But 9 is part of 4, 1, 4. Instead of 2, 1, 2, it's 4, 1, 4. 6 is the actuality of A again. It's mirrored to A is F, G, A, B. So F and B, and even in the piano, it shows you the way the black keys stay away from F and B. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. You need the plus 4 and 2 to make the 6, the same way you need the 1 and 2 to make the 3. 8 directions of number 45, 360. 21 days in a leap cycle. Now what I'm going to work on, I'd like to work on 21 days in a leap cycle. How many times do we have to do this? 21 days in a leap cycle? No. In a leap cycle, the actual truth is 366 days equals, okay, 366 days equals, I'm going to have to mark this down as I do it, so I like to do it that way, that 366 days equals to 4 years, okay? 366, it should be 366 is a circle. This is the circle, 366. So what happens is towards 360 degrees in a leap year, you have 4 times 6 equaling to 24. The disposition in the 4 years. In 3 of the years, you don't add it on. But what we're going to do now is 365, 365, 365, 366. Okay, and here we're going to go minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, 0. 3 days. I'm missing 3 days. In 4 years, we lose or differ 3 days. Okay, in 120 years, or adding up 1 to 15, which is the egg point, represented by 5775, Jesus Christ, 74, 1 and 7, 7 and 8 is 15, 9 and 6 is 15. Those are the only 2 you can do. 120 times 3 equals 360. 120 equals 360 days lost in 120 years. The Mayans run 240 hours, okay, in a Mayan week, 480 hours in a Mayan month, times 18 months. 480 times 18 equals to 8640. Okay, now what did I just do now? I mishkabibbled myself. What I have to say is, because the Mayans month in hours, okay, the Mayans month in hours, okay, is 480 hours in a month. The total amount of hours in a year is 8640. If I multiply that by 3, it gives me 25,920 of the Mayan count. So this 3 days that we're actually missing, why are we missing it? Because a circle is 366. It's not 360 because all zeros equal 6. Remember, 1 goes to the center, makes the center bigger. So we actually lose 18 hours. We're losing 18 hours. 6, 6, 6. We lose 18 hours every single year. I mean, 18 hours in 6 years. Oh, excuse me. We're losing 18 hours. Let's see if we can do it better. We're losing 18 hours in time through this leap jump. We don't even have to jump it here anymore. So we're losing this here, 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 and here we jump. So we lose 18. 18 times 4 equals to 72. 72 times 5 equals to 360 degrees all the way around. So what am I actually losing here? I'm losing what? I'm losing something. I'm losing 18 hours. In 2 years, it's 36. In 3 years, it's 54. But in 4 years, I lose 3 days. In 4 years, I lose 3 days. In 100 years, I lose 75 days. Is that correct? I lose 3 days for 3 days for 4 years. I lose 30 days, 300 days for 400 years. 400 years, 300 days, times 5. It's 2,000 years, and I lose 1,500 days. And now we're going to multiply, take this, and leave it like this. This is what we lose. 2,000 years, 1,500 days. The year is 2015. That time is now. Right now, it comes up to right now. The amount of time we have lost was this amount of time. In 2,000 years, we have lost this. What is 1,500? Let's just announce it as 1440. Okay? 1,440 is we just lost a day plus 100 minutes. We lost 110. A day and 100 minutes. Why? What does this actually mean? This is the egg. This is the letter T. T-O. A, E equaling to O. A and E equals O. This one will equal to 8. H2O. 1.5 H2O. Every cycle, we have to understand that 21 days times 5 is 105, the hand of God, times 165, the holder of the hand of the torch, 165, 365. The number 3 is evaluated at 56. And this is also not only this, but this 6 will always be 9. But when this goes to 9, these numbers change. This number will become 7. This number will become 6. Because you're changing it to the other side. If you put in the spirit over here, you don't need the spirit here or the spirit here. This one will be 2, this one will be 4. Taking the one spirit away from 6, and you have to skip over because 6 for 2 numbers has to go to 7, and the doorway 8, 2 doorways, 7 and 7 on each side, making 6 equal 8, and then play from 9. So you won't have 3, 9, 5. You'll probably have 2, 9, 4. Well, you can also have 3, 9, 5, talking about the spirit connecting each one. Anyways, I'm not sure what I got. I got this over here done. This over here is something different. You see the way there's no connection between this part over here, the 3 and the V and the legs? There's no separation. So the legs hold apart the 2 sides or the 2 rivers. It protects the tunnel. And then within the tunnel, in this corner over here, you see the separations? You get a number 1, 2, 3. It gets a number 4, 5, 6. It gets a number 7, 8, 9. But this is higher. It becomes 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 5, 4, 4, 6, and then 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3 on the bottom over here. Because this is separate, 2 sides. This comes together 2 sides. When you lift this up, when you push this down, it closes off to both sides. It mixes over here. All these get a number. 1, 2, 3 areas. 1, 2, 3 areas. 1, 2, 3 areas. And you have the surrounding areas. When you're locking, when you're bringing it, this comes all the way to here. See this X over here? That X would go over 4 and 5. Crossing the X over here this way, that X would go over 2 and 4. 2 and 4 on the inside or 2 and 4 on the outside. Now just put this extra extension to show 3, 5, and 6, 365 days right here. 240 days of the Mayan. There is no 8 because 4 and 4 is 8. It's right here. But this body gets turned this way. It's either this way, and you're in for the long call, or you're pointed in this direction. The square is not going in any direction. That's just a middle. That's your middle. The 5 repeated 4 times. 9 goes in the center. Why does 20 bring 9? Because 1 spirit to each side. 9 and 1 spirit is 10. 9 and 1 spirit is 10. Above and below, side to side. Your left shoulder. Oh, my left side hurts. Oh, my right side hurts. Well, is it your shoulder or your leg? 258, 852, but never 582 or 285. These two on this side together are in the minutes. They already come to the same answer as over here. But in time, you cannot do this. This will automatically reflect to the 7th gate because a left and a right, 2 in between. 7th gate, 2 in between. This reflects 2 sides. So this 8 over here would be a 6, but there is no 6 in time. 6 and 8 equals 14. 1 and 4 is 5. Now you have 552, and that's perfect. And over here would be the same thing. Here you'd have 255 in seconds. 2 hours if you want to go. 120 and 55 is 175. And then you can do the same thing here. Change it into the alphabet. 2 times 8, 2 plus 8. I just call 28 the zebra. But here you can do it because 8 hours you can have. 8 hours you can have, but you can't have 5 and 2 with these numbers. 5 hours equals 30 creation. This will revert to 36. 36 cannot live with 28. It equals to 64 man. It becomes 1. So it'll be going east-west with 4, 6 on this one. This one over here, if you want, bring it to the 10th world where everything is perfect, add 2. Bring it to the 7th gate, minus 1. Add it into man's life, add 5. 552 again. Everything is 552. 552, the earth. 2 and 5, the B letter, the Y letter, the B-E-Y letter, by the bay. Raphael, in the cycle of the 21 days to 360 degrees, what we're going to do at 360 degrees is we're going to multiply it by this. Becomes 126, which is 120, 1 added to 15, which is the O and the U in the alphabet, which is 36 creation. 15 and 21 is 13. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals 15. Add 6 equals 21. 6 times 21 equals to 126. 25, 9, 20 divided by 126. We're going to do it 25, 9, 26 divided by 126. Can I do it that way? No, I can't do it that way. But I can do 25, 9, 20 divided by 120, and I get 216. That's the number I was looking for, 2, 1, and 6, isn't it? Isn't that the number I was looking for? I just did right now. Hold on a second. 25, 9, 20 divided by 216. Yeah, that's what it is, because when you add 1 to 15, it equals to 120. That's the 7th gate. That's the pool balls, in which the bottom of the pool balls, adding 1 to 7 equals 28. Then adding to 120 equals to 92, and that's your birth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equals 28. 8 equals 36. 1 to 9 equals 45. 1 to 10 equals 55. To 11 is 66. To 12 is 78. To 13 is 91, and that's the spirit 7 by 13. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Did we follow this story over here, what I just did? When you add 1 to 8, okay, let's count the black ball. 1 to 8 equals to 36. Minus 120 equals to 84. And that's Pluto off of Neptune and Mars, reverted to the spirit in man and Earth. 1 and 3, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals 3 and 4. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 is 12. And 7, it says bagel. 1, 2, 7, 1, 2 is the bag, is the ring connecting into the piano. 7, 1, 2. 2, 1, 7. What was I just talking about? 8 times 4. Yes, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. The C and D that is created, the S letter, it connects everything, all 3 levels. That's why it's the S letter. 1 times 3, and it says Big Mac. Big Mac, win a red dog. Big Mac, win a red dog. Blackjack, Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Big Mac, win a big red dog. Nibiru, the last controlling piece to this puzzle. Thank you for watching this video. I like my calculator. Say hello. Say hello. Master in disguise, just the question you want to ask. If you went 1 to 9, because the 1 connects to the 9 in yellow and it is below 10, 1 to 9 equals to 45. 45 minus 120 equals to 75. But if you said there were 16 balls, that would equal to 136. If we would minus 36, which would be the black balls, 1 to 8, you'd have 100. You add up to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? You add up all of them, it equals to 120. Now minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, minus 36 equals 84 Pluto. Raphael 7286, talking to you from the 7th gate. Thank you for watching.